Now we're live. Hey, welcome everybody. Happy
Hello, what's
Easter.
up? Happy pre-Easter, I would say.
Right?
Sunday's tomorrow's Easter.
Yeah.
So, how are things going with you, Tony?
So far so good.
Cool, cool. Better than Mr. Jones, P or Mr. P Diddy, or better than Mr. P Diddy, I guess. Him
P
having
Diddy,
both.
Puff Daddy. Yeah. He had so many names. He's changed his name like 3 times. It was Puff Daddy. It was Sean Combs, Puff Daddy, P Diddy, and now it's just Diddy.
Yeah. My little bit of knowledge on this is shocking. I mean, like I was like people. I didn't even know who that guy, Kate Jones or whatever, that comedian.
His name is Cat Williams.
Cat Williams. Yeah, I didn't
Yeah.
even know who that guy was.
Hey, voices. Yeah, Cat Williams is actually a really good comedian. Have you ever seen that Eddie Murphy movie, Norbit?
No.
Oh god, you're missing out on such a subculture. Cat Williams is really, the meme where they're like, and the guy's in jail and he's like, that's my baby, but that white baby is not my baby. You don't
No.
remember that meme?
No, I
Oh,
don't
you
remember
need
that
to get
name.
out. Yeah, you need to get out.
That seems to be the general gist of what most people say. I thought I thought that guy was actually like a rapper. I was like, I don't listen to hip
No,
hop. I was like, I don't know.
no.
So I've been just listening to a lot of podcasts and reading articles. It's very interesting, the whole situation. So if you haven't known, Monday he
Mm-hmm,
was raided. P Diddy was
mm-hmm.
raided. Miami, Florida, his Florida residence, his New York residence, and I believe, let me see, and it was March 25th. You seen that, or did you not see that right away? Like by the
I
way.
didn't I didn't see that right away. I was very, very much invested into the Baltimore Bridge thing, and that kind of took up all my time.
Yeah, I was paying attention to that too.
Hey, faithful.
So, Los Angeles and Miami, and he got raided. They
Mm-hmm.
um basically it's not looking good for Mr. P Diddy. So basically,
No.
the article states here that federal agents with the U.S. Homeland Security raided two of rappers' houses in Los Angeles and Miami on March 25th. 5th. Combs, 54, has strongly denied all the allegations against him. His attorneys have branded the lawsuits, because there's multiple lawsuits. One particularly that is pretty interesting is the most recent one is Rodney Jones, which
Mm-hmm.
we'll get into that.
Hey,
He settled.
Nessie.
How you doing? He settled.
Julie.
Hi, Julie.
Sorry.
It's fine. He settled his case with Cassandra pretty quickly. That one.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, so let's continue. Yeah, so let me see. Baseless or sickening. The entertainer has not been formally charged with federal prosecutors of any crimes. That's true. The new
Mm-hmm.
lawsuits come months after Combs' former partner, Cassandra Casey Ventura, filed a lawsuit against him in November. She accused him of R-ing her in 2018 and beating her, demanding she carry a firearm to, quote, make her uncomfortable and demonstrate how dangerous he is, and forcing her into unwanted sexual encounters with the male workers. Now,
Mm-hmm. That sounds familiar, doesn't it?
yeah, it does sound familiar with certain Epstein. Um,
I was thinking R. Kelly.
R. Kelly too. A lot
Mm.
of people are being named like Cuba. What is it? That actor Cuba Jones? Whatever. I'm trying to think.
There's just a lot of people. There's a lot of people speaking out now, and it's yeah. It's just a lot to digest because it's only been not even a full week yet, and there's just so much.
Yeah, like yeah, there's a lot. So here is a video we'll watch a little quickly just to get adjusted. This is from Nat the Lawyer. All right, I'll share my screen.
It's added.
All right, we'll just do it this way. And I will play.
Island, where the home of rapper P. Diddy is being raided.
Let's get right over to CBS News Miami's Naja Sherman.
So let's talk about rapper Sean P. Diddy Combs' legal problems. This is going to take a while.
By the way, this is from Nat the Lawyer. Good. I usually watch him a lot. He's a good YouTuber. So
And I was real quick. I just want to answer Yeah, this is the funny thing, Julie. Fiddy tried to warn us all, but I just want to go. I'm like old school. Tupac tried to warn us. Okay, Cat
Didn't
Williams
Chap-
tried to warn us. Like there's been warnings since the '90s, and now
didn't
we're
Chappelle
listening.
didn't Chappelle make a skit about P Diddy as well?
I think he did as like there was warnings. People say don't go to his parties, and now you know why. You thought
Yeah,
it was just a joke. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Yeah.
This is Sean P. Diddy Combs, rapper, songwriter, producer, entrepreneur. This man here is a member of the $1 Billion Club. Now, P. Diddy is connected all over the political spectrum, from Barack Obama.
I want to say to you right now, while you're in front of me, sir, that right there makes sense. You know, I've been hearing
Oh,
a
yeah,
lot
the
of
Rock
bull
the Vote.
today. I have been disenfranchised all day because I'm asking questions. They not answering my questions. This is how young people feel. When you want to be the president of the United States, you call your man.
Al Sharpton, and his good friend, Donald J. Trump.
I'm going to have a
There you
feeling
go.
that a lot of these individuals are going to start sidestepping away from this guy.
I mean,
already.
I got nothing nice to say.
They're going to be gone. They're not going to be anywhere near this guy right now, especially with like Homeland Security and like the feds going in and raiding his fucking place, which to me is pretty crazy because they don't really raid places unless they have a good, like a judge has to sign on that warrant. So that means that they probably were looking into this guy for a while.
There's probably a lot of witnesses from what I'm hearing. Mind you, these are accusations. So
Yeah.
we want to get the legality out of it. These are accusations.
P.
But
Diddy
from
don't
what
sue us.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Anyways, there's a lot of, accusations of a lot of witnesses, and the parties seem to, I mean, from what there's talking about the parties, it seemed to have been don't be there at 1 a.m. is the key.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people, I think that this raid was started because the Rodney Jones lawsuit recently filed, because it makes a lot of claims that he's going to get into, but it makes a lot of claims of sex trafficking, which, by the way, sex trafficking is not like Taken, where it's like you're in a dungeon and you're chained up and you're being sold. It's more like, you hire prostitutes and you bring them from state to state, and then you solicit them to, to other people to sleep with, which it's looking like in those documents that he's been doing. So they probably got him on that. And he's also transporting drugs. Apparently, if you look at the filings, like literally all the people working for him literally had to have a bunch of drugs on them. So anytime he needed drugs, he'd be like, give me drugs. I think he also had pink cocaine. Who the fuck uses pink cocaine?
I don't know. Maybe he watched Breaking Bad and he was like, blue? I can do that better. Pink.
Is that pink or blue? Has he
in Breaking Bad, their crack is blue. So he was like, maybe I could dye the cocaine.
Has he absconded? No, he's not. They haven't gotten a warrant for his arrest, and he's obviously not at home. He's out of the country right now. So yeah,
When did he leave the country?
Like literally, I think hours before they actually raided his house, like the day.
Oh, okay. So that doesn't look sus at all.
I think also he's been selling off all his, I think P. Diddy's been selling off all his shares in companies.
Oh yeah. So we're never gonna see him again.
He sold, like Sean Diddy Combs has reportedly agreed to deal to sell his stake in Revolt TV after stepping down from the role as chairman in November amid sexual assault allegations. Yeah, he's been selling off like a bunch of stuff recently, and he took a flight like literally the day before. Let me see, was it like the day before they raided?
Yeah, he definitely. I agree, Nessie. That was it, Nessie. He got Julie. He got a heads up. But they all do. Even R. Kelly got a heads up, but at least R. Kelly stayed.
Yeah, he's in the Caribbean right now. Caribbean island of Antigua.
What are those called? The laws, like some countries.
Do they have extradition? Let me see.
Thank you. That's it.
Island of Antigua extradition.
Because if it doesn't, then we're never going to see him again. That's his home now.
Let me see. Can extradite.
Extradite.
Extradite. The extradition treaty between the government of and Barbados and the government of the United States of America signed on the 3rd of June 1992. So they do have an extradition treaty, which is set on the schedule number 12. The ratification came 3 months after extradition treaty signed. Yeah, so they do have one.
Oh, okay, so we might see him again.
I mean, it doesn't mean he can't just jump on his plane and just fucking run again.
He'll go share a place with Roman Polanski or something.
Well, it could be like that that virus protection guy. Remember that guy? I'm trying to remember his name. Let me see.
Some reason when you said that, I don't know why, but the mental image in my head went to Andrew Tate for some reason.
McAfee. McAfee, remember he went on the run?
Oh, okay.
It could be like McAfee just running in the middle of fucking jungle.
Donald J. Trump, at least according to Diddy. Donald Trump is a friend of mine. Now, you know who he is. You know he's connected. Let's get into the details. All right, Diddy's sexual misconduct allegations started in 2017, where Diddy's former chef sued him for sexual harassment in Los Angeles. Now, among the allegations...
I didn't know about this until I saw the video, but you're going to hear, like, it's pretty crazy what he was basically doing to the chef, allegedly. And they settled, of course, right away.
She said she was forced to serve meals to Diddy and his friends while they were engaged in sexual activity. On another occasion, Diddy summons her to a room and asked her if she was attracted to his naked body. And she also claims that a male house guest asked her to admire his genitals after he engaged in sexual activity.
Yo.
Why would you ask it? She's a chef, homie. She's supposed to bring you a sandwich and leave. That's it. Like, that. He's bold. That's what I don't like with people.
Yeah, that was
a lot of money.
look. So yeah, a male house guest of Mr. Combs asked, like, this is a weird environment, I have to say.
Yeah, look at
now
my
she was claiming
bits. That's disgusting.
Look, my guest is here. Would you mind looking at his bits and seeing how much you admire his bits?
Yeah.
Jesus
gross.
Christ. McAfee, thank you, Nessie.
Yes.
Why Diddy? That's almost as gross as your other discretions, Trump. Yeah, well,
Yeah,
know.
that's the cherry on top. The whole
That's
Trump thing.
Yeah. Well, it seemed like, you know what? It seems like he was friendly with both parties, to be honest with you. I think he was friendly. You know what I mean? And I think, you know,
He did the whole rock the vote thing, which
Yeah, I
was
think
pretty
he was-
aggressive.
That this was both sexual harassment and caused a hostile work environment. Diddy and his team settled
no shit, it did.
that lawsuit for undisclosed terms. Now, fast forward to November 2023, where singer Cassie filed a lawsuit against Diddy Combs for sex trafficking and physical abuse.
And we have more breaking news. Music mogul Sean Diddy Combs is accused of a lawsuit by R&B singer Cassie claims that she was in a years-long relationship with Combs that also involved beatings. The singer claims Combs trapped her in a cycle of abuse, violence, and sex trafficking. The lawsuit claims Combs punched, kicked, and stomped on her, and it alleges Combs blew up a man's car after learning that he was romantically involved with Cassie, whose legal name is Cassandra Ventura. Combs' defense attorney denies the allegation, calling Cassie's suit offensive and outrageous. And he goes on to say Combs has been, quote, subjected to Miss Ventura's persistent demand of $30 million under the threat of writing a damaging book about their relationship.
I mean, it seems like anyone that writes a damaging book about Mr. P. Diddy ends up dead.
I mean, wait, what? Real quick segue. Wasn't P. Diddy just accused of killing Tupac Shakur too?
Yeah, I think he was.
It's weird how it's all playing out.
Like, let me see.
I'm just saying, like, there's a lot of things going on, and like P. Diddy's song to Notorious B.I.G. with Faith.
Like, they have accused him of having to do with Jay-Z's mistress being dead. You know,
oh, that's right. Yeah. There's just so much,
because she was about to have an interview with a news reporter, and then suddenly she gets, you know, an aneurysm and dies in her 20s, late 20s.
Weird. That's
28 years old, and that was pretty weird at the time. Then I think P. Diddy's.
There's like 4 or 5 dead people who were writing books. Julie, I mean. I'm just saying, it's just weird how things.
And then Porter died in November 2018 at age 47 from a lumbar how do you say this word? Pneumonia. Let me see how I say it correctly. But basically, like a lung infection or something like that. Let me see just to make sure. Let me just see how I say it. 1 second. Lumbar pneumonia. Thank you. Lumbar pneumonia. She died from that. Combs dated on and off over a decade and had 3 children together. In an interview in April 2019 with Essence Magazine, Combs Porter, his soulmate, and like a lot of people, it's either the most tragic situations, or interesting issues.
I mean, it looks sus.
Gotta shoot your out. Let me see. What bothers me most so far is his possession of his kids in music industry. There's like 4 or 5 dead people who were writing books.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I don't think there's anything wrong. I looked at the Porter one. I think that was probably natural, just a tragic accident, a tragic situation. But the Jay-Z one is a little odd. That one is a little odd
There's
one.
a lot coming out with Jay-Z and Beyonce that were released today. We are not savvy to that. I've only seen a couple interviews and stuff that are putting Jay-Z and Beyonce, mind you, Queen, in the mix of things, but I don't think we should talk about it.
Yeah, well, the conspiracy is basically that stating that she was pregnant with his child, and she was about to write do an interview, and there's the conspiracy is that that woman was murdered, and basically the whole Beyonce revealing her belly thing was just kind of like to cover up and stuff like that. That's what my understanding of
So
that.
she died while she was pregnant.
That's what they stated. I don't know if they ever did an autopsy. I have to look up. I don't know if she was actually they found a baby in her in the autopsy, and it was a very hidden story. It was literally 2 articles I looked up. I was reading, but that was the rumor. Hey,
again, all accusations. Hey, Wing.
Yeah, it's an old story.
We're just reacting to the chain of events that's happening.
Doesn't mean if I'm repeating conspiracy doesn't mean I believe it. It's just that's what they believe. That's the situation with the Jay-Z thing.
Diddy then settled that lawsuit.
We have breaking news now involving.
I did look up how I don't know how you would kill someone with an aneurysm, to be honest with you. So I don't. That
you
could
can
just
definitely. Well, here's the thing: you can definitely pay the autopsy, the morticians and stuff that do the autopsy to put down one thing.
Now we're sounding like Ryan Upchurch now.
Well, I'm just saying, he got if he had anything to do with Tupac. I'm just saying.
Yeah, it's just a lot of weird situations. People are all talking about it. This is the rumor mill going
about their relationship.
Diddy then settled that lawsuit.
We have breaking news now involving Sean Diddy Combs and his ex-girlfriend, the singer Cassie. Representatives on both camps and Cassie, whose real name is Cassandra Ventura, they're saying tonight that the two have settled a lawsuit she filed against the mogul yesterday in Manhattan federal court. Ventura accused him of and years of physical and emotional abuse. There are no further details yet tonight about the terms of the settlement.
Now, after Cassie filed her suit, this woman, Joy Dickerson Neal, filed her lawsuit against Sean Diddy Combs. She claims that when she was 19 in 1991, she was drugged and brought to Diddy's home where she was sexually assaulted. She also claims that Diddy recorded the sexual assault and showed it to friends. Then after that lawsuit, another woman filed a lawsuit under Jane Doe, where she claims that she was sexually assaulted by Combs when she was 17. In the lawsuit, she provides pictures of herself with P. Diddy Combs while she was 17 years old. Now, the 17-year-old 11th grader was from Detroit and alleges that Combs flew her to New York where she was sex trafficked. Now, in another lawsuit, a woman says that she...
And my understanding is that basically these lawsuits are being allowed because of New York City's Adult Survivor Act, which extends it 20 years if the abuse occurred after, so I think it's basically a new statute in New York that's allowing them to basically bring civil lawsuits.
Oh, so there's no how in some states you have about 2 years or 5 years to come forward for a crime that has happened upon you. They have 20 years.
Yeah, it says on November 24th. Let me see. Extended deadlines for filing sexual abuse claims in New York on November 24th, 2022. The Adult Survivors Act went into effect, which extended the window for adult survivors of sexual assault to pursue civil action. If a person was sexually assaulted and turning 18, the ACA established a year look-back window whereby the 3-year statute of limitation was suspended. In other words, even if the statute of limitation had previously expired, survivors had an opportunity to file before November 23rd, 2023. The window for the lifted statute of limitation has now closed. If you have questions. Yeah, so that's probably why all these people are kind of running to do these lawsuits at this particular point. So, hey, how you doing, Buchanan? What's up? Let me see.
She was sexually assaulted when she was 16 by Combs and singer Aaron Hall. Now, the woman claims that her and a friend were invited to Combs' home, accompanied by singer Aaron Hall. She claims at 16 they were given drinks and forced to sleep with both Combs and Hall. The lawsuits claim that both women were, and Hall and Combs would switch between the two. Now, again, Combs denies all charges. Then we get to the mother of all lawsuits.
This, I think, is probably why that raid might have initiated, because there was like a lot of receipts in this filing, and it's if he actually
go ahead. I was gonna say, you would think after so many lawsuits of women coming forward saying that there is abuse, that this is happening, after, I don't know, maybe the 5th one,
20 years,
yeah, maybe after the 5th one, you should be like, maybe I should.
Well, I mean, that's another conspiracy theory that they're getting into. Basically, a lot of people believe that, and I why I call it conspiracy, because I don't know if there's like, if it's true or not. Doesn't mean I'm calling you a wackadoo because you believe it. Just like, for the sake of argument, it's a conspiracy theory until I see a lot more facts. That was working with the feds, and that he's been a federal informant, and they've been kind of giving him passes basically over this whole time period. So that's what another conspiracy theory that I've heard heard from people, and that may be why he's been literally been able to get away with like a lot, maybe even murder. I don't know. I don't think he got, you know what I mean? Like, I was about to use the term "get away with murder," but then I thought to myself, he might have gotten away with murder. He's been like, because he's trafficking drugs, he's transporting drugs, he's definitely doing sex trafficking. If you're grabbing prostitutes, underage prostitutes, because that's what the filing talks about, underage prostitutes, bringing them to parties to have sex with people. That would, and you're moving from state to state to do this. Yeah, that would be sex trafficking. It's not good. And if this guy has all these receipts, then of all this, recordings and documents, that's not good for Mr. Combs, because he's going to be facing, that stuff can be used in actual and criminal matters. And that's probably why they looked into his house, because they're probably looking for recordings, because I heard from one video where he likes to keep trophies. And a lot of people believe that he actually has videos and recordings.
That's R. Kelly shit right there.
Yeah. There's so much there through Diddy. I really want to see indictments like yesterday. Yeah, there's a lot.
There's been a lot in the last year. At least it's the last summer till now. There's been a lot of accusations for a lot of things with him, and it's weird too. Like, it's one thing after another, and you're kind of like, and then he flees the country a couple hours before he's raided,
like a day before. Which to me is a little weird. I think even I think they caught his drug dealer who was about to board his private, like PDiddy's private jet.
If that doesn't scream sus, I don't know what does.
Let me see. Man described in the lawsuit as rap mogul Diddy's mule was busted on drug charges at Miami Apalauca Executive Airport Monday afternoon. So literally the day of the he's about to board a plane.
Yeah, sus. Suspicious. You know that meme? Don't look suspicious. Don't.
I mean, like when all these people are running to the planes and one guy's selling off prop, it looks a little suspicious. Like I like to say, like he's still innocent until proven guilty and everything, but like that's kind of suspicious behavior.
Thank you. Yes, suspicious.
Very suspicious behavior. What happened here?
It's not a good look.
Yeah, it's not a good look.
lawsuits filed by a man named Rodney Jones. Now, Rodney Jones is a former employee of Sean Combs and says he began work in August 2022. Now, Jones, even though he was hired to produce music, essentially became Combs' videographer. Jones states in the lawsuit, Mr. Combs required Mr. Jones to record him constantly. On several occasions, Mr. Combs took Mr. Jones' cell phone and began recording himself. As a result, Mr. Jones has secured hundreds of hours of footage and audio recordings of Mr. Combs, his staff, and his guests engaged in serious illegal activity. Now, Mr. Jones goes on to say that he has irrefutable evidence of the following: the acquisition, use, and distribution of illegal drugs, also known as drug trafficking, the
acquisition, use, and distribution of ecstasy, cocaine, GHB, ketamine, marijuana, and mushrooms. What is GHB?
I'm more concerned about the ketamine.
Gamma hydrobutyrate. What the fuck is that?
I don't know. That's new for that must be rich
people. It's a central nervous system depressant that causes drowsiness, reduces heart rate, and is used to treat sleep disorder. So like, oh, okay, so they use it to go to sleep, basically.
Oh, so it's like a Seroquel.
Yeah, like a really strong Seroquel. like injecting yourself.
It does sound like an opiate type of thing because it's a downer. Because if you're looking at the list of drugs, ecstasy, cocaine, you got your uppers.
Wait. It is a roofie. Is it a roofie? Oh my god.
It's a roofie?
Let me see.
Oh
yeah, it is a roofie. Oh my god.
And
he has like pictures of this shit. Okay. Display. Okay.
The display and distribution of unregistered and illegal firearms.
Yeah, that kind of is bad too. That's criminal. That's definitely federal.
You're fucking Puff Daddy. You have money. Why are you not registering your firearms? Not unless you're doing something fishy.
Yeah, or he just thinks he's above the law and he can do anything he wants.
It's people with money. Do you think this sometimes?
Yeah,
You're right.
He's a billionaire, so he probably thinks he can do what he wants. So he has date rape, drugs, oh my god.
He says he can prove that Mr. Combs provided laced alcoholic beverages to minors and sex workers at his homes in California, New York, the Virgin Islands, and Florida.
Yeah, that's probably why they raided his house at this point, because if he has all this stuff, I'm sure the feds probably asked him for these documents, and he was like, sure, why not?
And he also alleges various acts of sexual misconduct by Mr. Combs' entourage, like actor Cuba Gooding Jr.
That was the guy I was trying to remember. Yeah, actor Cuba Gooding Jr. That's the thing I was.
Oh, him, Mr. Combs provided. What was with Cuba? Radio. He was in that movie Radio. He was Radio.
Yeah, he was trying to Cuba trying to sexually assault this guy.
Wait, so Cuban Jr. tried to assault PDiddy or the complainant?
The plaintiff. See, and he has a pretty damning photo of that.
Real quick, did you see Pecan Pie? See her comment? Did you see the link of Coca yet? Was that people have claimed he has?
Did you see the link of cocaine yet? No, I did not see the link of cocaine. I see. Oh, yeah, they show pictures of the cocaine in this video. People have claimed he is a CI for years and years. That's been whispered about since the 2000s. Yeah, like I've heard about. So, like, let me ask you a question.
Okay. Yeah, Cuba Gooding Jr. Him.
Look at this. Wait. I want to get your opinion on this photo.
Which photo?
With this photo, I'm going to show you this. What do you think of this?
Oh, that's gay. I can say that, by the way, just to let you guys can't say that, but I can. That's gay.
Like that
looks like a loving couple right now.
That definitely that's a little bit too intimate type of situation. Like I can't. Yeah. I would never do that with like a friend of mine who I was. You know what I mean? Like that seems.
No, that's weird. No. That's like me. If me and you were hanging out and you put your arm around me, I'll be like,
okay, bro. What's this?
Yeah, I mean, without context, that picture does look like, it's a couple.
Yeah, it looks like a couple. So that's what I mean. He has hundreds of these photographs.
But anyway. Yeah, the pink cocaine. Yeah, Pecan. We talked about the pink cocaine.
Yeah, the pink cocaine.
Entourage, like actor Cuba Gooding Jr., Young Miami's cousin, and an unnamed rapper and R&B singer. Now, to prove he has this evidence, first he shows a newspaper clipping of a CBS News article that says man shot outside of party at Hollywood recording studio. Then he shows pictures of the aftermath of the shooting. The lawsuit then goes on to make allegations against rapper Stevie J. He provided screenshots of what appears to be.
Yeah, that is. It's a little blurry. I mean, you think that's him?
You think? Go back to the picture. Go back to the. It's hard to tell. It's really hard to tell because I don't see facial hair on that person.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm pretty sure that they have better photos. This is just a quick.
Yeah, he probably blurred it, but yeah, this is not. I don't know if that's him, to be honest with you, but that's his allegation. What do you guys think?
That man right there in that photo, he looks like a young man. I'm not saying a minor, but he looks like somebody in his early 20s. You look at the other picture.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's a mature, seasoned man. Do you get what I'm saying?
It's definitely some sort of sexual activity going on, but I don't know if it's this guy or it could be another individual. So, I'm just going to keep my opinion on that because they don't look like it. But
we shall see in the future. Because
I mean, this is a pretty big allegation to put towards someone. So because it is a court filing.
Stevie J having sexual relations with another man. Mr. Jones also said that Combs told him that he engaged in sexual intercourse with rapper number 5, redacted, R&B singer number 6, redacted, and Stevie J. But in the footnotes, it says rapper number 5 is a Philadelphia rapper who dated Nicki Minaj. Now, if you just Google Philadelphia rapper who dated...
No, he's got to tell you who it is.
Nicki Minaj, that's Meek Mill.
No, that's what I was about to say. They redacted his name, but yet they put all the details in it. And even when I was reading it, I was like, "Oh, that's Meek Mill's."
Yeah, that's such a sneaky way to do it.
Yeah, so that's the whole thing. Thank you for trying to protect this man. You failed.
Yeah, I think they should have probably redacted that part in the bottom if they're going to do redaction. Whoever did this didn't do a really great job of redaction, or they purposely failed at redaction. If you catch my drift.
Mills. The lawsuit says that the R&B singer that P. Diddy says he had sex with, quote, he performed at the Super Bowl and had a successful Vegas residency. Yeah. If you type that into Google, you come up with Usher.
They're not protecting these people.
You're not protecting these people at all.
No, and the lawsuit also provides screenshots of Mr. Jones and Combs together, and it alleges that Mr. Combs tried to force Mr. Jones to take cocaine, and that young mommy's cousin tried to sexually assault Mr. Jones on that vacation.
That's crazy.
On Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Puffy Flavor Camp. Oh, fuck. Again, I 100% agree. I cannot stand being around people like this. You can see it from a mile away. He's aggressively affectionate. Yeah, I've seen a couple of weird videos with P. Diddy, kind of way too much, man. He's way too extra.
Yeah. No. I'm telling y'all, we should have listened to Tupac. He warned us. We did not listen. That is our fault.
Lawsuit.
Well, I didn't listen because I didn't listen to any of his music. So.
Oh.
Then alleges that Mr. Combs and company were involved in sex trafficking. Here is a still from an alleged video of sex workers that Mr. Jones was forced to bring to Mr. Combs' house.
Yep, and that's where you get sex trafficking from, basically. And he has a video.
Yeah, I think Usher, real quick to just comment, I don't know why Usher don't just spill it. He says he would never send his kid to Diddy camp. Well, see, this is the thing too. I think Usher is kind of conflicted because Usher wouldn't be Usher if it wasn't for P. Diddy. Now, mind you, the chain there is P. Diddy made Usher, Usher made Justin Bieber. So now everybody's under the telescope. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mr. Jones also said that he was...
Also, you might not realize, maybe there's blackmail material. I mean, you have to realize, all these you have to realize there's probably a lot of communications. There's probably some videos. So, you don't want to start throwing this guy down the fucking thing because it's going to be your career.
Suge Knight too. Suge Knight. I don't like Suge Knight by all means. Don't like Suge. But we had warnings. We just thought it was in the 90s, it was the East Coast, West Coast battle. We just thought it was that. But their lyrics were really warning us, and we just thought it was just,
Yeah.
Drugged and woke up naked in bed with Mr.
Mr. Jones believes Mr. Combs drugged him. Mr. Jones recalls waking up naked, dizzy, confused, and he was in bed with 2 sex workers and Mr. Combs.
Combs and 2 sex workers. The lawsuit alleges that these are the Instagram photos from 2 sex workers that Mr. Jones was forced to bring to Mr. Combs' home. He also shared screenshots from videos of
Mr. Combs with a underage female sex worker, and this is obviously being protected.
Yeah,
and he has videos of this, so this is not good.
Allegedly, Mr. Combs with an underage female and sex workers. He also shows a screenshot from a video with allegedly Mr. Combs' son with an underage female. Mr. Jones then goes on to allege in a lawsuit that he was sex trafficked by Mr. Combs. He then shows a screenshot of PDiddy Combs and Cuba Gooding Jr. moments before he says he was assaulted. He then shows a screenshot of a video of Cuba Gooding Jr. allegedly forcibly touching Mr.
Yeah, that's not that looks very intimate, actually. I don't know if like Mr. Mr. Gooding was basically said, "Hey, can you pose and maybe we can get a good picture?" But yeah, that looks a little bit
I wish we could make it bigger.
Yeah, I think this is like the biggest. Let me see if I can make it. Is this better?
Whose hand is that?
Well, this is Gooding's hand right here, and this is his hand right there.
Okay, so he's pointing at himself. Okay, I didn't know what was under. If you look under his face, that's a hand too. Yeah, like when I look at that, I'm like, oh, they're happy. You know what I mean? Like they're happy. I didn't even know that was Cuba Gooding's. I didn't even,
Gooding.
Because you don't see him in anything. I don't see him in anything anymore.
Well, I mean, Gooding didn't he have like charges or like allegations earlier?
I think there was some. I don't know the details. I don't know, but I do remember him being in the news for something.
This is the first. In 2022, he pleaded guilty to 1 count of forcibly touching a woman. In 2018, a year later, he settled a lawsuit in which a woman accused him of R-ing her twice in 2013. In November, the same 2 women brought a civil suit against him.
Hey, Zen. Happy Easter to you, too.
So he does...
You are who you hang out with.
He allegedly has a history of certain bad activities, let's just say that much.
Yeah, that's probably why we don't see him in anything.
Hey, Zen, what's up? Let me see.
Jones in an inappropriate manner. The lawsuit then goes on to show pictures of illegal contraband.
Yeah, that's pink cocaine. Let me just see. We'll play it again.
In an inappropriate manner. The lawsuit then goes...
Okay, that's pink cocaine. And what are those pills there?
That's the that might have been a GHB. Let me see. Defendants required all employees from the butler, the chief to the housekeeper to walk around with a pouch of a fanny pack filled with cocaine, GHB, ecstasy, marijuana, gummies, Taki, a pink drug that is a combination of ecstasy and cocaine. So that's what
that must be Taki right there.
Taki.
Okay. No, that's cocaine.
No, that's the mixture. That's what it's called, that mixture. So it's a mixture of ecstasy and cocaine. Yeah, it's a mixture of cocaine.
That's what makes it pink.
Yeah.
Fucking pink. Why would you do... I don't understand.
I mean, how bad is a combination of ecstasy and cocaine?
Ecstasy and cocaine?
Yeah, that's a mixture of
I'm gonna be very blunt because I used to experiment back in the day. Doing both, it makes them, how can I put this? You only do stuff like that and combine stuff like that if you're going to a sex party.
Interesting. Yeah, so yeah, this seems to be...
I'm telling you the truth. Like when you take ecstasy
and you take cocaine
and you take if you take ecstasy just by itself, it's like a touchy feely, every sensation feels good. And then when you mix it with cocaine, it amplifies it to this feels amazing. Like it's I I would never mix it.
Yeah, let me look at a picture. What is it? You know what I mean? Like, I swear to God, people think of new ways. Taki.
It's so I had to choose my
Drug.
pecan. I had to choose my words very carefully.
Yeah, that's Taki. That's the mixture of ecstasy and cocaine. I'm looking at pictures now. Tuki, is it called Tuki?
Basically happiness and confidence. It's basically something I would never do.
Yeah, it seems like a theme we're seeing here where he's basically in sex parties and he's getting supplied with a lot of materials that is very useful for sex parties, which is cocaine, the date rape drug, ecstasy, marijuana gummies, and ecstasy and cocaine combined, which seems like something, this does not seem like just a chill, relaxing day.
No, he's doing uppers, downer, and a little bit of woo.
Or he's giving someone a downer so they can't get up, if you catch my drift.
Yeah. And people who do take ecstasy, I mean, everybody has a different reaction to it, but I've noticed people who do take ecstasy, they're so vulnerable. They don't know what they're consenting in. They don't know what they're doing. And when they like kind of snap out of it, they're like, what just happened? And I was like, you weren't here for this? You did not see what No.
I remember Checkmate. We got to look at that video. Checkmate Humanity talks about her time that they set up like she was working with a streaming service and they would set up like a party, like there was like a sponsored party for PDiddy, and she explains how crazy it was. I think it's on the Down the Rabbit Hole video has it. I'll show it to you after this.
Well, and real quick too, marijuana gummies, 100 to 250 milligrams for somebody who partakes in the cannabis, that would put me on my ass.
Would it?
Yes, absolutely. And edibles work different. I would have to bite the little gummy ear off.
you're gonna do like a Mike Tyson on the ear of the button.
It's basically you just a little bit. If I did a whole gummy, I would be on my ass.
Yeah, these are heavy drugs. These are very heavy drugs. Like
pictures of illegal contraband. It also alleges that this man, Brandon Paul, was Mr.
And this was the guy that was picked up at the airport the day of the raid, that he was trying to board Diddy's private jet.
Oh, so he got caught.
He got caught. They released him afterwards. He's not like he went on bail, but they might be trying to get him to talk. You know what I mean? Hey, would you like a deal? Would you like to, go against Mr. Diddy?
Now, Brandon Paul was just picked up by the feds in Miami for possession of suspected cocaine and suspected marijuana. Now, for all the screenshots of alleged videos, the writer says that he's in possession of the video and will provide copies to the court. Now,
and that, to me, if the lawyer is actually putting that in his paperwork, you're damn well that video and those things exist, because that lawyer definitely reviewed those videos before putting that under there. Or his ass would be grass. So I have no doubt that these videos exist. Now, what these videos are and what they maybe like be interpreted as, we'll see. But
like kind of stupid.
But these videos 100% exist if the lawyer is putting that down.
Now, this lawsuit with its alleged videos, screenshots, and illegal activity is a treasure trove of probable cause. So if you just look at the document, you got evidence of child sex trafficking of adults, drug trafficking, and many, many more federal.
And, illegal gun possession, and more and more. And then
crimes. So the feds got a search warrant for violation of sex trafficking laws and raided Diddy's homes.
Hey there, I'm Hallie, and tonight we are starting with that dramatic situation happening as we speak in both LA and...
The one thing I'm kind of thinking about is I really think there's been an investigation into P. Diddy longer than that. I think that was just basically the final nail in the coffin. Yeah.
Well, yeah, like we were just talking about earlier, he also has an investigation with the whole Tupac Shakur thing.
Yeah, I mean, I think the feds have been looking into him for a little bit longer than a few months. Let's just say.
Oh no, it's had to. They've been building a case for years because you need a lot of proof, especially with sexual allegations.
Yeah.
To do it was sadly you do. They need undenying proof.
Yeah.
And Miami Beach. at the homes of Sean Diddy Combs. You know him as Diddy, formerly Puff Daddy, big-time rapper, big-time producer, big-time superstar, and now the feds at his houses in both locations. This is a live look right now. On the left, that's West Coast, that's LA. On the right, that's Miami Beach you're looking at.
Oh, wow.
I want to show you in just the last couple of minutes. In LA, agents holding what look to be guns as they walk into the home, as they enter the home, and you can see some of the apparatus there that they've brought. I want to get to Dana Griffin, who is following this for us now. Why is this happening? What do we know?
Hallie, still, as you mentioned, this is a developing story, so we're learning new details minute by minute. NBC News has confirmed that this is a raid being conducted by Homeland Security and that the warrant specifically came out of the Southern District of New York. Now, we believe this is tied to sex trafficking allegations.
And that would make sense that it would come from there because obviously the civil lawsuit would probably, what is it? New York, right? I would say.
Yeah.
So let me just make sure. I mean, we'll play this on my sure.
There's an investigation into claims that that the rapper may have been involved in this. So we believe this is connected to that. But obviously, what a split screen moment here to see investigations not only in Miami, but also Los Angeles, which shows that this was very coordinated and planned. And remember, when it comes to warrants, these aren't things that are just, done haphazardly. This had to be signed by a judge. So this was obviously very methodical.
Now, after the raids, Diddy came out with a statement.
Diddy's attorney says, despite media speculation, neither Mr. Combs nor any of his family members have been arrested, nor has their ability to travel been restricted in any way. This unprecedented ambush, paired with an advanced coordinated media presence, leads to a premature rush to judgment of Mr. Combs and is nothing more than a witch hunt based on meritless accusations made in civil lawsuits. In one of those lawsuits,
I like how they just slammed.
They just slammed it.
They're like, "Bitch, this is the lawsuit."
This is the lawsuit. Like, yeah, you're not doing good. Let me see. Just trying to see where it's at. Here it is. Okay. Yep. Southern District of New York. So that would make sense that the Southern District of New York, yeah. So this gets filed, they look at it, and then they use that as probable cause for the warrant. Okay, cool.
Rush to judgment of Mr. Combs and is nothing more than a witch hunt based on meritless accusations made in civil lawsuits.
Now, as always, tell me where.
Yeah, I think he's pretty. His goose is cooked.
It's
not good for Mr. Pete. I keep on calling him Mr. Jones.
No.
Mr. Ditty.
It's kind of weird though. That's the thing.
Okay. So this is
down the rabbit hole. I like her. She's nice.
Oh, very nice. This is her. She was talking to Checkmate Humanity, who's very nice as well. And she talked to Checkmate, explains her time setting up an event with PDiddy, and this kind of goes to the party, Wild Sean Diddy's Combs parties. To give an idea, okay, so here, this is the part where she talks and explains a little.
Good.
So let's go.
Good. How are you? Good. So I'm gonna make sure I get your channel here for everybody. Check out Checkmate for Humanity, or is it Checkmate Humanity?
Just Checkmate Humanity. Thank you.
That's you. So you had a Diddy experience. What's going on there? Tell us.
Do you remember a platform in like 2011 around that time called Ustream?
Yes.
Okay. So I
never heard of Ustream in my fucking entire life.
Yeah.
Okay. And I was in charge of marketing. And the guys and Diddy was an investor in Ustream. And the founders of Ustream were really, really starstruck by him. And, by that time he was already super duper famous and had all this stuff with Tupac had already happened. And for those of you who don't know what Ustream is, because I see some questions in the chat.
Yes.
Ustream was a live broadcasting platform before YouTube had live broadcasting. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So YouTube was around, but it didn't have live broadcasting. And so it was innovative, but it didn't do well as a business because the founders didn't run it very well as business. But and one of the reasons they didn't run it very, very well as a business is because they allowed Diddy to basically take over their marketing.
That is usually not a good idea. That is usually a bad idea. Yeah. Okay. Well, we're gonna see why that's probably a bad idea.
Yeah.
I seen this video. It's kind of crazy. That's why I was like, man, this would give an idea of what type of parties they're getting into. So,
and so when he was doing it,
as you can see, model ignites at Diddy's party. Like a model's hair ignite, like went in flames during a Diddy's party during this situation. Just as a heads up.
Album release, I had to talk to him about coordinating an album release stream at his penthouse apartment in New York. And you know, by this time I had already worked with a lot of high profile people. So I already know how to deal with them. But you also figure out really quickly what kind of high profile person you're talking to when you start talking.
Right.
And he's the kind of guy that you aren't talking, you're not having a two-way conversation. He's just talking at you and you're just supposed to do what he wants you to do. Right. And so he was just talking at me and telling me this is going to happen. 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 Go make it happen.
So he was telling you and then you had to go make it happen. Oh, Lord.
Yes. What ended up happening.
Well, at least that wasn't the worst interaction you could have had with Mr. Diddy so far. In comparison to most of the
I was about to say, like, people.
I mean, like, reading from the documents, there seems to be way worse interactions with Diddy.
Happening was actually during that stream. It was a live stream album release party, and it was basically, and I'm telling you this, it was basically an orgy at his apartment. Okay.
Her face. Look, I gotta see his face.
It was basically an orgy at his apartment. Okay.
Like, look at Rabbit's face. Like, what the fuck? This is supposed to be like, this is going to be like launching a streaming service. Hey guys, exclusive content. And the guy uses the funds from the company that he's funding to fund an orgy at his party. Oh my fucking God. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Get out of here.
Oh. There were naked models everywhere in his apartment, and there was this girl in the bathtub. There was like 3 girls in the bathtub. He had all these candles laying around, and one of the girls' hair lit on fire right there in the bathtub in the apartment on live stream.
Oh, what?
Yes. So.
And this is the video that Lynn is referencing where the model's hair caught on fire. You see a couple other celebrities as well in there. Trey Songz is there as well. Check this out. This went viral back when this happened, okay? Again, this was at one of Diddy's album release parties, specifically the one that Lynn was helping with marketing. Watch this.
We're here. Dirty money.
I mean, it did work. The marketing did work. We all now seen the lady light her hair on fire. Probably.
Album release party, last train to Paris. It's crazy. I decided to switch scenes. Got you.
That's Kevin Hart.
I'm up here in the hot tub, doing it official. You know what I'm saying? My nigga Trey's up here. My nigga Fab's up here. You know, when you have a scene like this, you got to bring bosses with you. As you see, it's female friendly. We got a ladies and female. She's butt ball. That's what I call it, raw dog. I'm not.
Jesus.
I can't believe Kevin Hart was here.
Kevin Hart, what do? You got some explaining to do, Mr. Hart.
That breaks my heart. Do you get what I'm saying? It's Kevin.
Pun intended.
Pun intended. But no, seriously, it's the more people that you're hearing that were around or involved.
I didn't think Gooding Jr. was like this guy that's like, you know, touchy-feely on people. You know what I mean? Like,
until you read the charges in 2016 and 17, then now you know.
And he's like, he's touchy-feely with a lot of people, allegedly. And like, now we're seeing Mr. Hart in literally like a sex orgy. And it's like, geez, Louise, man.
And this is the thing I don't understand. These are good-looking men. They're rich men, powerful men. You could get any woman or any man that you want. with consensual, as long as it's consensual and stuff like that. Why are you taking what is not yours?
I have no clue, but I'm not a billionaire, nor am I like a sex addict, so I wouldn't know. It seems like a lot of these people are just like, they have money and means, and they just become like degenerates, basically, complete degenerates, to the point where they're like, forcing themselves on women. They're drugging women and men, allegedly. They're acting completely out of fucking touch.
Oh yeah, power focus. Faithful's right. It is.
It could be a power thing, because that's what R-ing is, and I'm saying that for YouTube, obviously, for reasons. But you can understand what I'm saying. Is not about sex. It's about power over someone, and this is just a power dynamic. They have power, and they think that they can dominate other people, and it makes them feel good to dominate other people, to humiliate other people. And that's probably the situation you're seeing here, and they're just heathenistic individuals, and they're degenerates, and it's just how it is when some people act like this. You know what I mean? Not everyone that's a billionaire acts like this. You don't hear this about Warren. You don't hear this about Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett's not in a sex party. He goes down and buys a Big Mac from McDonald's every day. I mean, basically, I'd be kind of crushed if I found out Warren Buffett was doing sex parties. I'd be like, damn, that's just crushing. But, not everyone is doing sex parties and stuff like that. There's people that are just, are very grounded. And a lot of these people seem to be not grounded. They don't have an actual people telling them what to do, kind of like counseling them and telling them, hey, don't do this, don't do that. They just think they can get away with anything, which they have been. So that's what my opinion is on that. Trump gave us a peek into their mindset when he said you can do what you want. He believed that he didn't see a thing. Well, he did say that he could shoot someone in the middle of Times Square and he would get away with it. And, years ago, I used to laugh at that idea, but now, following a lot of true crime cases, I'm starting to believe you could get away with it. It just depends. It depends on the crowd.
Yeah, there's a lot of entitled people that think that they can literally get away with doing disgusting things. And
I mean, you look at the Karen Reed case, a pretty open and shut case, and that lady might get away with it because of a deranged crowd of people that harass witnesses and stuff like that. So, just saying.
I'm not jumping to tell myself, once everybody moves out, just being like, this is my scene. I'm used to this type of thing.
Oh my God, look at that woman's hair. You see it?
Oh yeah, that and nobody smelled it.
Yeah,
that's the thing. When the hair is burning, you smell it right away.
I'm hoping to God that's just fake hair. You know what I mean? Like that's a wig.
Oh no, that's a weave, honey.
I'm hoping that's a good thing.
But it's still connected onto her head, and that's gonna hurt.
Yeah, but at least it's not her actual hair. She can remove it.
It is. On the top of it, it is her real hair.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know nothing about weaves, man. I don't know nothing. I just thought it was all fake, like a wig.
No, half of it is fake. Weaves are half.
Like how you just said that to me. You're like, you're just like you were speaking to a child. Like, no, Santa Claus is not real. Like literally.
I'm sorry to crush you.
You're like, that's such condescending. Like you really shouldn't do this by now. I shouldn't be educating you at the age of 39.
I educate you on street stuff. I'm street savvy. He's business. You smart. You intelligent. Oh my God! There it goes. It's like a Roman candle.
Oh shit! Oh, did the camera catch that? Got the camera! Got the camera!
Y'all saw Kevin Hart?
Oh my God! I love how they all ran to help her. Wait, let me see.
She's in water though. She's in fucking dunk your head, stupid.
Yeah.
Like you're in water. There it goes.
Doing what I do best. Oh shit! Oh, did the camera?
I love how everyone came to help her. Wait, no, they didn't. They all ran away and let this woman literally almost burn to death.
What? Like it's like that she had a bomb on her or something. They all ran. No, help her.
Yeah,
and Kevin is just like, did you get it? Did you get it?
Oh my God,
see,
Kevin
now
Hart,
my heart's broken.
Got the camera! Got the camera!
Y'all saw Kevin Hart and everybody else out. I mean, they all moved. Luckily, she was able, I think, to submerge herself into the water. It was like nothing. Poor
Oh, she did.
model,
Okay.
hair on fire. And I don't really know. I was trying to see if we could find her name online. Because this specific scene did go viral at one point. Yeah, this did happen at Diddy's party. That's crazy. And then there was Kevin Hart there who was hosting the damn thing.
Can we also comment that this is the most creepiest looking party area I've ever seen? This is like Eyes Wide Shut looking fucking place here.
It's just I don't understand why this was happening and how
Yeah,
did I
this is
miss
supposed
this?
to be like a streaming like service. Why does it look like Eyes Wide Shut fucking sex dungeon looking place? Like, fuck, man. It's weird, man. It's weird.
Check this out. You'll see more celebrities.
But I'm gonna tell you something. When you with troopers, we act as troopers and we fix situations. We're up here, everybody's safe. No, this one's here. We had Trigger Trey on the scene. Honestly, second degree black belt in first aid. Right now, also my man Terrence, BT 16 Park, he's in the building. Shout out to Terrence for a very small waistline on his pants. Listen, we're really right now. Listen, what we're doing is unbelievable. No, listen. What we're doing is unbelievable up here. No, listen, it's all love here, okay? I'm tipsy, everybody's tipsy. We're celebrating a movement. But on top of a movement, man, it's ridiculous to have a movement without sexy involved. This is sexy. Push back. Okay, good. Listen. Thanks for crazy. When you left, I can be honest, I was by myself. I was a lot going on right here. Get in the tub, sweetie. Be careful. If you fall, that's a lot that's gonna go down. Listen. Okay, there you go. Just sit down. Sit down. Sit your ass in the tub. It's for the shot. Okay. No. Watch your Trey. If you can't put it in the knot. If you can't, Trey, can you put it in the knot? Just put it in the knot. If you can, put it here in the knot. If you can, just for safety. We had a fire. Here not too long ago. So we're just, as you can see, Fab is still shell shocked. He's still fucked up.
This is, by the way, I have to say, as a live stream, this is kind of fucking boring.
Just to say, the only exciting thing was
the only exciting thing in that entire live stream was the lady setting her hair. And that poor woman had to set her hair on fire. But like everything else, no wonder this fucking live stream they did was fucking boring. Like, holy fuck, man. Like everyone's just standing around. They just like have a lady in a bikini in a fucking hot tub. And P. Diddy's like just fucking, I don't know. He looks like out of his fucking mind. I don't even know if he knows what day it is while walking around.
Him?
I know Hart knows what day it is. But when P. Diddy was there, like, look at P. Diddy.
This is sexy. Push back. Okay, good. Listen. Thanks for crazy.
He's like, where am I? What day of the week is it? What the fuck am I doing? What is existence? Like, what the fuck?
He does look like that, yeah.
He's like out of it. He's completely out of it. He probably took a little too much substances. You're in a bathtub, genius. Yeah, absolutely. I'd be hiding. Black belt in first. Yeah, that's fucking lame.
As you can see, Fab is still shell shocked. It's actually a tray, but then Fab saw it. We got on as quick as we can. We put it out. I can honestly say,
we put it out, or she put it out. You all ran.
Right, y'all ran. She put it out.
You were all very chivalrous. You all ran to help this poor woman. No, you didn't. You ran the other way. You didn't even help her. You like would have let that woman be on fire if it would save your own asses.
No. Let's do it react quick. Okay, I was in the middle. Here, just so you guys understand.
We're gonna reenact it now.
Okay,
we're gonna reenact the lady lighting her hair on fire.
We need a mic on for Trey. Is a mic on for Trey? Okay. It was quick. Fab was chilling over there. I recall, Fab, you had just got your drink. You were drinking your drink. Puff, we're doing a reenactment. Still haven't gotten mine.
Can you imagine having to do marketing for all of this? I mean,
this is the most unorganized piece of shit fucking live stream I've ever seen in my life. Like,
it's all chaos.
Like, I would probably rather almost every single live stream on YouTube right now I'd rather watching this, to be completely honest with you. This is horrible. And now he's showing, like, it looks like he's showing kid photos. Like, I don't think this is the family-friendly situation you want to put yourself in with, like, two ladies that are barely got clothes on, a lady that lit her hair on fire, and these guys drinking and just basically playing music in the background, chilling while cameras on them. And Mr. Hart basically just, like, trying to amp it up, this dead live stream. No wonder this fucking live stream service died.
You know, all these men are just drunk. Somebody just had their hair burned. And they're trying to do a reenactment of it. I cannot.
Yeah. I can't either.
I cannot. And now he's gonna try to show like children photos. Like, bro, what the fuck is this? Like, is this like? Did he just decide to be like, yo, let's just have a party at my house, and we can use as a tax deduction where I can use to buy alcohol and party in my house and pay all these women to be here. And use that as a business expense.
It's pure chaos.
Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Again, you see a lot of celebrities here. Yeah, let me know. Some of which have their own problems currently legally with allegations as well.
I still haven't got. I don't know if this is the time or place right now, but it ain't the time and place for my baby pictures.
Dude, we're doing a reenactment. Okay, look, we're showing the people what just happened. Okay,
hold on.
listen.
When you got that?
It was right before the whole scene. Yes. Where's yours at? Trey, yours is right there, man.
I was about to be upset.
Hey, well, maybe that's enough. All right. So look, listen, we're in the bathroom. We're having a good time. Everybody's chilling. I'm giving an interview. I say, hey, listen, it's real big. Listen, I say it's real big. It's a movement.
What the fuck is he showing?
I don't.
Like, this is such a. I feel bad for Checkmate. Imagine having to work with these like idiots. Oh, God damn it! Like holy fuck. Poor Checkmate. Checkmate humanity.
I hear Fab go.
No, it wasn't bad.
It was Trey. No, Trey, you on this side. That's what fucked me up.
I was right here.
That's what I'm saying. You were right here.
Why the fuck do you need to react it if it was caught on live stream? Like,
yeah,
what
I'm so confused.
Fuck? Oh my god. Oh my god.
Okay. For your ass.
This is how drunk they are.
I was like this.
What I heard Trey say.
Because the camera was on, I was trying to have my shit together, my sexy shit.
Okay.
So I was like,
that is how he looks. That is definitely how he looks.
And PDiddy showing his children photos. Like, we are in clown world right now. We have traveled to fucking clown world. Like, this is for real. What do you think, Tony?
It's just chaotic. I can't. And this is the funny thing too. The funny thing is that I think Kevin Hart is sober. He might be tipsy.
He's
drinking,
tipsy, but
this is him. He's sober. That's how he is all the time.
It's show and tell day. Yeah, it's definitely show and tell.
oh shit, her hair's burned.
I'm still giving an interview, so this is how bosses do it. I hear Fab go.
Oh shit! Oh, shit is on fire.
I didn't register the information yet. I said, and our shit is fire, because this is what we do. I turn around to see a full-fledged flame go out. Before anyone can act, Trey tried to. What did you try to do? Did you try to get in there, Trey?
I don't really remember.
You
that
did it.
No, I think she went.
Y'all ran.
She went under.
You all ran.
Baby, read your part. Do your part.
She went under. It was
dip
quick.
Dip low one time so they could just see what you. Yeah. The water was deeper though.
Came up. Flame was gone. At that time,
She is still in the water even after her hair had caught on fire. I mean, she was just not gonna go. Oh my goodness.
Like a fucking rabbit. She's mentally exhausted from the stupidity of this.
That's crazy.
I was in panic. I had asthma. It was a difficult situation.
I ran by then.
Fab was out. He was gone. Trey started to sing his first single. Why he went in the full-fledged song, we don't know. Puff came up and started dancing and started saying "Last Train to Paris." It was definitely cool. We turned it into a movie.
Good lord.
That's basically it.
I have to say, this is like the lamest fucking, like, why these people are considered like entertainment? I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. These people like lame. All of them are lame.
Yeah, I'm not amused.
Get a shot of Terrence's pants. Watch out. Get a shot. Look at his pants. Get a shot of his pants. I've never seen anything like that.
I don't.
Now they're focusing on a man's butt.
Which explains right now the future.
Oh my god! Like, imagine like this is. Oh my god!
Know what is Kevin's heart's obsession with this man's waistline and his pants and everything. This is weird, but hey, whatever. I don't know.
It's a very small waistline. Jesus Christ. That MRGs. That MRGs. Okay. That MRGs. Okay.
What's your thoughts on that?
It is what you said earlier, like a little bit ago. It's mentally exhausting.
Oh my god.
Today was definitely I'm not going to take no for an answer kind of guy.
That's so weird, bro. That is so weird.
Like, I used to party back in the day. Like, I'm not proud of it, but I used to party back in the day. It was never like that. Like, did I party wrong?
No, you had fun, actually, and you didn't.
We had fun. We made sure everybody was safe. If anything was to happen,
like, let me see.
We sobered the fuck up because we're like, "Are you okay? Is that, what can we do?" You sober up, but.
Like, I don't know. It just seems lame to me. Like, all that. Let me see. It just seems lame. Honestly, but that's just me. I don't know. Seems lame. So basically, what's a puffy flavor camp? Usher recalls wild experience living with Diddy resurfaced interview while I read. Yeah, I didn't know about that. That's crazy. What did you hear about that particular camp, by the way, Tony?
I didn't hear this. I've heard of the camp, but I didn't really look into it. I just know that there is one, and I was kind of like, well, most of the rappers out there are people from inner cities that do want to help the youth. Like let's talk about Mary J. Blige. She helps the youth in these communities to get out of it and don't become like gangbangers and stuff. So I just assumed that's what Puffy was doing as well. But again, it could be, what I assumed that. I just don't know what the deets are on it.
All right, let's look at this article here. All right, so this article is from the Business Insider. All right, Usher comments attending Sean Diddy's Combs Puffy's Flavor Camp, which is a creepy name, as teen resurfaced after his federal agents raided Combs' homes this week. The Department of Homeland Security searched Combs' Los Angeles, Miami properties on Monday. I mean, we read that. We know that part. We get to that. Usher's 2016 interview, The Howard Stern Show, saw him speak about living with Combs for a year in the 90s. It was widely reshared on social media this week in light of the raid. Usher, who said he was about 14 to 15 when he lived with Combs, shut down Stern's claims that Combs' house was filled with orgies. He didn't give much details of what he did see, though he did say it was pretty wild.
Easy thing. Now, that was L.A. Reid's idea, right? We're sending you over to something called Puffy Flavor Camp.
There you go.
To learn
Flavor Camp.
Yeah,
Flavor
that's
Camp.
what it was called. And you're going to go to Puff Daddy's. He's going
in the 90s. Do you understand what that's like?
Puffy's place was like just filled with chicks and orgying like nonstop, right?
No, not really. I mean, but hey, it was curious. I got a chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you seeing?
I went there to see the lifestyle.
Right.
And I saw it. And it was but I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at. It was pretty wild.
So nobody tried to, some woman didn't come along.
I didn't say that.
Okay.
I didn't say that. What I did say is that there were very curious things taking place, and I didn't necessarily understand it.
Biggie Smalls was there.
Biggie Smalls was there. Lil' Kim, Craig Mack.
All these people are hanging around.
Yeah, man. Faith Evans, Jodeci, Mary J. Blige. They didn't know nothing about.
So a 15-year-old is hanging around a house full of women and all these other, characters, let's just say.
This shit. Oh, I was having a good time. You know what I mean?
Does he have you doing any chores? Are you doing dishes at all? I mean, to keep you humble somewhat, or are you just like, can you stay up till 4 a.m. with them and party?
I mean, I could. I actually stayed up longer than them.
So a 14 to 15-year-old staying up longer with full-grown adults partying. No one sees that's wrong, right? Okay.
Do you have
his ass should be going to bed at fucking 10 o'clock and getting up at fucking 7 and getting his ass to school. That's what he should be doing. Not fucking standing in some goddamn orgy / party / staying up until fucking the wee hours in the morning.
And they were probably working him as well.
Yeah.
What's going on?
I mean, I had like per diem.
Yeah.
I had like,
what
like
a
living.
life.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
14 years old. You're a dad now. Would you ever send your kid to Puffy camp?
Hell no.
Oh, look at that look, man. Look at that look. Did you look at his, watch this?
Puffy camp.
Do you see that?
Yeah, no, he means what he knows.
Look at that. He's got that fucking 1,000. I'm trying to get that 1,000-mile stare.
He didn't even have to think about that.
He had that 1,000-mile stare. I'm trying to get that.
I wonder how old Usher was.
Look at that stare.
Yeah.
Look at that 1,000-mile stare, man. That's like the stare you see from people that has seen too much. Am I right?
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. He didn't even have to hesitate. He was okay. Real quick too, a clip of R&B crooner Usher's talking about living with the music mogul Sean Diddy Combs. So, P Diddy discovered Usher and his talents when Usher was 13.
Yeah, he was. I don't know if it was any abuse, but that stare is fucking. That's a stare you you're about to you come back
from Vietnam flashback.
Yeah, that's like the fucking Vietnam flashback stare, man. That is not a normal stare. That is not normal.
No.
Hell no.
See?
And he says, I got a chance to see some things. I went there to see the lifestyle and saw it. So we heard that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's crazy. What else do you want to watch? I mean, fuck, man. Holy fuck.
As time passes, I'm pretty sure there's going to be we're going to circle back on this subject. I have a feeling.
All right. So Diddy. All right. So now there's Justin Bieber apparently situation.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because like I said earlier, the chain of events that happened is P. Diddy found Usher. Later in life, Usher found Justin Bieber and was the prodigies. Do you get what I'm saying?
Mm. Why is he hanging around with these kids? Just seems a little odd to me. They're all 14, 15 years old, and he's hanging around with them.
I don't know.
And you ever seen the movie 48 Hours? Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. They're having the times of their lives, where we hanging out and what we doing. We can't really disclose, but it's definitely a
that video, yeah.
Dream. I have been given custody of him. He signed to Usher. I had legal guardianship of Usher when he did his first album. I did Usher's first album. I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me. So
why is that important?
We gonna go full crazy.
That's weird, bro. Trying to make them stars. Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. To profit off them and to control them. Yeah, like I don't get it, man. This seems weird. Like, where's his parents, man? Like,
no idea. But this is the thing. It's like a Michael Jackson thing, if you think about it.
yeah,
Not the accusations or anything, but when Michael Jackson went to these parents, it was like, yeah, your kid can come hang out with us, make him rich, like the Feldmans. And so, you think, oh, this person's not going to hurt my child. It's fucking Michael Jackson. Or they're thinking the same thing. This is Usher. Usher's not going to hurt my kid. Or P Diddy's not going to hurt my kid. They're going to make him a star. He's, my child will be set for life. That's probably what they were thinking.
yeah.
It's not like the Dan Schneider thing. Like with Nickelodeon, where the parents knew there was shit going on, but they just didn't do anything about it. I think the parents honestly believed that, oh no, PD would never introduce my child to this or expose my child to this.
Yeah. It's weird, man. It's fucking weird. So apparently there was also that Cat Williams individual that basically is like the prophet of this whole situation. He said,
I like him so much. He's such a good guy.
$50 million.
What an interest! I didn't know about this guy actually, but what an interesting. Didn't he say like a lot of in 2024, a lot of big dick deviants are going to jail?
Oh yeah, he predicted all this.
A lot of big dick deviants are going to jail. I think that's what he said. Kate Williams, a lot of Cat Williams,
yeah,
big dick deviants. All these big dick deviants. Okay, that's what there it is. Let me see. We gotta find all these big dick deviants are going to jail or something like that.
No, that's not even close to what happened to this dude. And until you understand what happened to the dude, you don't understand what happened. Like, no, not they offered him 50 million and he turned it down. Who gonna turn down 50 million? Now, I've had to turn down $50 million 4 times.
Mm-hmm.
4 times, just to protect my integrity and that virgin hole I was telling you about. Right, because P. Diddy be wanting to body. And you gotta tell him no. You got to tell him no. I did. See, I got the receipts for everything I'm telling you. That's why I can say I'm so free. Come on. Because early on you was accusing me of being...
Cat, man.
Yeah, it's crazy. I did. You was accusing.
Cat. Man.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That seems a little too intimate, a little bit. This one could be explained. Maybe he's just trying to get something out of his eyes. That one's not really explainable. This one seems a little...
Is that Suge Knight?
Yes, that's Suge Knight. And he has his tongue licking to the side. Like he's about to kiss him. This one looks a little interesting. This one really looks interesting.
Yeah, look at him. Look at him. Looking at him like he's a steak. Like,
yeah, definitely. He's very smart. He definitely, I think. I'm thinking he's probably bi, and maybe he's like in the closet. Well, you know what I mean? Like probably he's in the closet when it comes to being homosexual or something like that. And,
well, remember what I told you earlier?
Yeah,
homosexuality in the rap and R&B game is a big no-no.
Yeah,
that's why it was very bold for Lil Nas X to come out as a queer artist, and everybody in the game said that he was going to fail because of just that. And I'm kind of like,
And he did a lap dance on Satan's lap during the music
Well,
video.
no, that was his clapback.
Yeah, that
when
was his
everybody said that he was
clapback.
gonna fail. That was literally his clapback, because that's when everybody's like, "You came out, rappers don't do that." And he's like, "Well, guess what I'm gonna do?" And that was his clapback video.
Now let me see. Oh my god, there's so much lore on this guy. It's like insanity, actually. Like, there's just too much shit on this guy. Like, holy fuck! Like, I'm surprised he didn't get a charge with crimes earlier. To be honest with you,
Is that Easy G? Who's that guy with him? It
No
looks
idea.
like Easy G, but I don't know.
I have no idea. How do you say the name?
It looks like Hosley's ex-boyfriend. Do you guys know who I'm talking about? Easy G? Is it Easy G?
ECG is the singer?
Easy. Like that was easy.
Easy.
It's Easy G.
Is it spelled like easy, or is it like some
It's spelled like easy space and then the letter G. Yeah, doesn't it look like him?
Yeah, that is him.
Yeah, okay, so that makes sense. Hosley did catch him cheating and
that's another gentleman that who's about to kiss him on the back on his cheek. Like that. I mean, I don't know I've ever, so I think he's definitely bi. That I can pretty much assume at this point.
Which is fine. That's the thing. It's fine. But this is probably why a lot of artists are
not really helping him at this point.
Well, yeah, but that's what it is. If anybody knows, rap and R&B culture, you don't come. You keep that shit hidden. Not an excuse to abuse people, though, sexually. No, not an excuse whatsoever. But yeah, no. Nobody comes out as queer in this genre of music. They just don't. It will kill your career. But again, Lil Nas X did definitely prove people wrong.
Yeah, man, just crazy.
We're following some breaking news right now.
This is the Big Dick Deviant one.
Folded Sandra, I would say. You is TG Jakes, any of them, than just all unfolded, Sandra, I would say. Less than 10 minutes ago. Don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. TG Jakes, any of them, all lies will be exposed. That's all. All of these big deviants is all catching hell in 2024.
Cat Williams seems to have been right all along when he claimed that music executive Sean Diddy's days as a free man are numbered. The comedian made these claims earlier on this year during his interview with Shannon Sharpe on Club Shay Shay podcast.
All of these big deviants is all catching hell in 2024.
Well, it now seems that Diddy's time has officially run out.
That's kind of crazy that he just said big dick deviants. That's fucking wild. Smart, right, Justin? I don't know why he just doesn't come out. Well, probably because he's a rapper, and being a rapper, you're not going to come out as bi, probably.
Yeah, and it's a very deep-seated thing. You can go YouTube it yourself, because it's hard for me to explain, and I'm not a person of color, so I will not sit here and explain. But it is a big thing.
I've heard that it's not looked great upon in the African American community. Let's just say
no, it's not.
Let's just say that much. I've heard that situation, and basically, he's a rapper. A lot of his money is tied to his image. And it's easy. I mean, like, if he's going to have sex parties with a bunch of women, people are like, oh, that's great. But if he has sex parties with a bunch of men, it's not going to look good on his brand. So I'm definitely thinking that probably P. Diddy is definitely, in my opinion, is probably bi, just by like looking at all this stuff. Now, honestly, based upon the court documents from the actual civil lawsuit, I'm in the belief that there is a lot of receipts for drug smuggling and sex trafficking. So, because those documents, the attorney have to be true statements. And the lawyer had to review those videos to make those statements. There's no way a lawyer would ever make those statements without reviewing it. So I think basically that was a nail in the final coffin. He's getting raided. I think there's going to be a lot of people going to be caught up in the web with P. Diddy. It's going to be a lot of people trying to move away from P. Diddy at this point. But there's going to be a lot of people who are going to be named. Even like the Prince, what was it? Prince Charles or something like that is being even named because he attended one of his parties. Let me see.
But he was also on Epstein's fly list too.
Let me see. Let me see. Was it Prince Harry? I said wrong. Why Prince Harry is named in the $30 million Sean Diddy Combs sexual assault lawsuit? Duke Saxon has been named in $30 million lawsuit against Sean Diddy Combs, in which the rapper. Let me put that in an article. Like a lot of people are being named around this guy, and I feel like a lot more people are probably going to be going down.
Yeah.
This article is from The Independent. Okay, so Duke of Saxon has been named in a $30 million lawsuit against Sean Diddy Combs, in which the rapper is accused of sex trafficking and sexual abuse. Combs, who faces a litany of sexual allegations, is said to have drawn guests to his infamous parties through VIP associates with celebrities such as famous athletes, political figures, artists, musicians, international dignitaries like British Royal Prince Harry, according to legal notice. The 73-page lawsuit was filed last month in accordance with producer Rodney Jones and accuses the billionaire of being a serial sex abuser. There is no suggestion of wrongdoing by the prince, and his name is only mentioned once in the documents as an example of a well-known celebrity associated with Combs. Yeah, and I think probably that's, but he's named, and all you need to do is be named, and that's not good. Both Harry and his brother Prince Williams was pictured with Combs and Kanye West in 2007 after a musician performed concert for Diana at Wembley Studios. In his lawsuit, Mr. Jones accuses Combs of sexually assaulting him and claims that he threw parties attended by sex workers and underage girls. We went through that already. So he's mentioned into it. Yeah, it's not looking good for Mr. Combs. Now, also, apparently, you said that P. Diddy's being accused of having someone killed by the other rapper.
Tupac Shakur. He was accused, I think, last summer, but pretty sure somebody will correct me. It was last year. He was accused of, there was an informant who kept the secret, and he finally came out and said, P. Diddy is the one who had the hit. Not kill. He didn't personally kill, but made the hit for Tupac Shakur. But I haven't looked into it since then, so I don't know.
Now, an article from January 16 says that there's some sort of explosive audio submitted. Explosive audio recordings have been submitted to the court as evidence in the murder case of iconic rapper Tupac Shakur, implicating hip-hop mogul P. Diddy in the assassination. Audio features Dwayne Keefe D. Davis, a West Coast gangster and a suspect in Tupac's murder. Obviously, he's been arrested. Murder, boasting about Diddy's alleged orchestrating the hit on the rap legend. According to reports by his son, the chilling 2-hour and 25-minute secret police interview took place in 2008 with LAPD, where Keefe D. claimed that Diddy offered him $1 million for Tupac's assassination. The audio recording now is a key piece of evidence in the murder trial, has surfaced as Las Vegas prosecutors make their case against Keefe D. In the disturbing tape, Keefe D, 60, can be heard laughing and joking with the police about Diddy's alleged involvement. Tupac killing in September 1996 in Las Vegas. The gangster claims that without firm evidence, he oversaw the fatal shooting of Tupac at the request of Diddy during the mid-1990s. Keefe alleges that Diddy wanted to eliminate the competition, specifically targeting rival record label boss Suge Knight and Tupac amid the East-West Coast rap wars. The former Compton Crip insists that the $1 million award was proposed by Diddy, who has consistently denied any involvement in Tupac's shooting. Prosecutors submitted the audio file and highlighted Keefe D's confession about being a key figure in the murder. However, It is crucial to note that many sections of the tape contain unsubstantiated allegations against Diddy. In the recording, Keith D boasts about growing close to Diddy through mutual friends, gangster Eric Zip Martin. He details how Puffy discussed his disdain for Knight and allegedly expressed desires to eliminate both Knight and Tupac. The gang kingpin claims that the assassination order was given privately, and Diddy had multiple conversations with him about killing both of them. Tupac was shot in the evening of September 7th, 1996, while driving to a club with Knight. Despite Keith D's claim of involvement, Diddy's alleged connection to the murder remains unproven. The gangster alleges that he never received payment for the shooting, raising questions about the authenticity of the claims. The submitted audio provides a chilling glimpse into Keith D's unremorseful demeanor as he discussed orchestrating the murder of the rap icon. As the trial unfolds, shocking revelations with audio files may shape the narrative surrounding Tupac Shakur's tragic death. Yeah, so I mean, like, that's a lot of people believe that he has something to do with that as well, and he might be going to rat him out.
It's just funny how this came out, that came out, and now right now. Like, there's like a chain of events that are happening, and it's all against P. Diddy. And I feel like that in this case, he's going to use that for sympathy.
Yeah. So what's your thoughts on everything?
Harry S. Diddy. Okay. No, I was reading the comments. I'm gonna say this. We all know it takes a lot of evidence to be collected for anybody. It doesn't matter what your social status is in life. In America, it takes a lot of evidence for there to be a charge when it comes to sexual assault. Like, you need a lot of evidence.
And he has not been charged yet, but my guess, a judge signing off a warrant to search 2 locations, to me, says a lot. Says they have a substantial amount of probable cause to do.
Yeah, so they had enough to do probable cause. Because a lot of cases like this never get justice because there's not enough evidence. But this is a lot of evidence. We saw pictures, there's videos, it's just too much. It's just in him going out of the country. It looks pretty sus. I don't know about you, but if I found out my house was being raided for a lot of lies and accusations, my ass would be turning back home and fighting for my innocence. That's how I just feel.
Yeah. Agreed. I think, is there anything else we've missed? I'm trying to think.
No, I mean, I'm pretty sure we're going to circle back to this conversation.
Yeah, I feel like there's more information involved, and we just basically scratched the surface. I'm sure there's going to be more coming out with the allegations, especially with the lawsuit. It's going to be interesting. I want to see if he's going to get. I feel like charges are going to come down the pipeline. I think he's definitely going to get charged.
And I agree with Julie too. Yeah, I agree with Julie too. We have to keep in mind that with a S assault, a lot of evidence may be digital. Did he had a heads up? He may have destroyed. He could have, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, there is. You go.
Go ahead.
No, you go.
No, go.
You go.
If you don't go right now, in front of everybody,
a lot of people. I've heard the conspiracy that they came in there to destroy the evidence. That he's like a honeypot operation. And that he's going in there, the feds are going in there to destroy the evidence and everything. That's what I heard, the conspiracy theory.
Really? See, that I don't know. I'm just pretty shocked because when you go to a sex party, normally there's a fishbowl where you put your car keys in, but you also put your cell phone in because you're not allowed to have cell phones during a sex because people can record and stuff. So I'm kind of shocked he didn't do that. But also happy that he didn't do that because now there's mountains of evidence.
Yeah. I think the charges come down the pipeline, and I think it's not looking good for Mr. Diddy. Will he go to jail? No clue. But him selling off a bunch of his, interests, him fleeing before the arrest, they search his place, doesn't sound good for him. Him and his drug mule trying to jump on a plane to escape. Not sounding great. Doesn't sound like the work of an innocent man. Or what an innocent man would do. It sounds like a guilty person would probably think about doing that. But we will see. Maybe he was just planning on doing a trip there and he was just enjoying himself. I can't believe he left his son there to deal with it. Wait to dad. Well, I mean, if we look at the filings, we can tell his character is not that great, Julie. His character is shit.
Was it his biological son or was it his stepson? Because I've seen in the news his stepson speaking out.
I think it was his biological son. Let me see. Either or, it's his kid.
It's his kid. Yeah. There's information coming out. I feel like every hour there's new information. All I gotta say is if you're on TikTok or YouTube, check your sources. And everything is just a speculation right now. Everything's an assumption. Everything is just a theory. A game theory. I had to do it. But this could drag out, no? It took us over 20 years to get R. Kelly in prison.
Well, I mean, the thing is like, to me, with him settling these cases so quickly, those previous cases so quickly, my guess, he doesn't want discovery. He doesn't want discovery because civil suits, discovery can be like open. People can read all that shit. And I think that most likely he was trying to put the genie in the bottle, basically. But I think with the recent filing, it was a little bit too late. I think there was too much in there that basically gave federal, like the federal authority, authorities what they needed. And I think they've been looking into him for a while. And I think probably I wouldn't be surprised if this investigation has been going on for a year or two, looking into him. And I think they've been keeping an eye on him. So it's interesting. It's definitely, and they might go after, I've heard rumors that they might go after him for racketeering, which is a possibility as well. I would definitely have absconded with my kids he did with some of his kids. I think he was last seen at outside a club recently, Pity. Let me see.
The whole thing's disgusting.
Seen the first time since federal raid at his home, Sean Combs was seen outing with his twin daughters and in Miami on March 28th, days after law enforcement sources told NBC News his agents executed search warrants in Miami. Let me see. Okay. So he's back in the... Let me see. Let's do a share screen in one moment.
Okay.
Let me just close down some things. I got a lot of tabs open. A lot of tabs.
Wait, did you say he could be back in the country or?
Yeah, it looks like it. Let me see. I've just seen this article. No, thank you. Let me see. Okay. It says here, 3 days after authorities raided the rapper's home in Los Angeles, Miami, the 55-year-old was seen having a family night out. Combs was photographed in Topgolf in Miami, March 28th, with his 17-year-old twin daughters, Delilah and Jessie. And this is, let me see. I think they have a photo. Here, that's them, and that's him. On March 25th, security agents executed search warrants on Combs' properties and multiple law enforcement sources told NBC, while noting the warrants was out of Southern District of New York. During the searches, guns were found, and Department of Homeland Security seized phones from Combs, Miami, before he was scheduled to take a trip to Bahamas. Law enforcement sources familiar with the warrant service added to the outlet. 4 people have since been interviewed by prosecuting investigators from Southern District of New York about allegations of sex trafficking, sexual assault, solicitation of distribution of illegal narcotics, and firearms supposedly tied to Combs, a source of NBC. Meanwhile, his attorney, Aaron Dreyer, called the raids, quote, gross overuse of military level force, Noted Combs cooperated with the authorities, adding neither the musician nor any of his family members have been arrested. This unprecedented ambush, paired with the advanced coordinated media presence, leads to premature rush judgment.
Oh
There
my
has
God!
been.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry.
You could say it. Go.
No, I'm checking like the updated news like 7 hours ago, 2 days ago. Like, apparently the whole Jennifer Lopez is in the mix, not as a predator or anything like that, but they're investigating why they broke up. Could it have been abusive, and about the that shooting that Diddy was involved in that club. So everybody's coming out of the woodworks. But go ahead. Sorry.
No, that's fine.
Oh, here we go. Hold on. Decline. Did you get... I'm going to send you this on Discord real quick.
Okay. Cool.
I just found this.
Let me see. Sorry. Let me see.
It's like a timeline.
Decline. Let me see. Also, I heard the theory that they state that he might have grabbed materials and took them out of the country because he was seen leaving with, computers and cell phones. But that's kind of normal these days to carry around. So, okay, so this is the timeline. P. Diddy rises to fame. 2005, P. Diddy meets Cassie.
It's a singer.
17, Diddy's former personal chef files lawsuit accusing him sexual harassment. We read that already. November 16, 2023, Casey files lawsuit accusing P. Diddy of R-ing and sex trafficking, which we read that already.
Yeah.
November 23rd, 2023, Joe Dickerson Neal files a lawsuit accusing P. Diddy of sexual assault. I think we went through that as well. November 23rd, 2023, Lisa Gardner files a lawsuit accusing Combs of sexual assault. This is probably all due to that law that was passed in New York. That's why they're just jumping to that. 6th of December, 2023, Jane Doe files a lawsuit accusing Combs of sexual assault. I think that might have been the 19-year-old. I'm not sure. And then she was 19, I think. December 6th, 2023, Combs releases a statement denying allegations. February 27th, 2024, Rodney Jones files a lawsuit accusing P. Diddy of sexual harassment and assault, which is the big one, the 72-page one. And the 25th of March is the federal raid.
Oh, no, I take it back. That's not Cassie the singer. That's the... Okay, I get who it is. I thought it was Cassie the singer.
Cassie Patara accused Sean Combs. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. Anyway, let me see. I thought he was seen in Miami. She was arrested with him at the time. Her charges were dropped. He went to trial. All right, cool.
Yeah.
I would definitely have absconded.
You're talking about the J-Lo thing, right, Julie? Because they're bringing that back. They're going to... I think right now he's under a microscope. So everything before what's happening now, people are doing a deeper look because he could have gotten away with a lot that we kind of shrugged off. Yeah, exactly, Julie. See, the whole J-Lo thing comes up. As far as I know, she hasn't, Jennifer Lopez hasn't spoken out or anything, but apparently they're kind of probing the whole relationship because they were together for a little bit. And she did break up with him after the club shooting. I doubt J-Lo's going to say anything, though. I have a funny feeling a lot of people are going to keep their mouth shut, but a lot of headliners are going to keep their mouth shut, but a lot of like the little rappers and stuff, the people who are, I think the ones that are not so, they're big, them, but they're not as big as like, J-Lo or, Faith Evans and stuff like that. Yeah, most likely to cover it.
You need to be in Gen X to cover this. These younger kids don't understand the 90s vibe. Yeah, probably. I think Tony knows the 90s vibe a lot more than me. Let's just say that much.
Yeah, because we listened to them growing up. I
It was a big
wasn't.
deal.
I will say this: I wasn't a P Diddy fan. I was more of a Tupac fan, and
Oh,
like
shit.
Big Pun and stuff, like the greatest.
Yeah. Anywho, that's pretty much it. I don't think there's much to do. We're good.
No, we just gave the timeline, and I'm pretty sure we'll circle back to this conversation. But we do thank y'all
Absolutely.
for joining us.
All right. Thanks, guys. Have a good one. Bye.
Yeah, you guys have a good weekend. Keep safe. Enjoy Easter with family and friends. Yeah, and we'll see you next week.
See you around. Bye.